And welcome back, everybody. It is officially welding day here on the channel. We are getting our white Duramax back on the road. It's taken way too long, but we are finally getting the cross members stolen off of this parts truck and put onto the front of the white LBZ. Speaking of LBZs, there's one right there. This is the Duramax Generation shirt. If you want that, TopLineRacer.com. So we have a mobile welder coming. He is going to cut here, here, and then down all around the bottom on that cross member right there. This should spread out enough at that point. I don't think they're actually too far pushed in this way. There's no kinks or anything like that in the frame. They might just be torqued a little bit towards the inside. If that is the case, I got the port of power out just to spread it apart enough to get the new one in, but it really shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. So we weren't able to get the pitman arm off of the steering box right there, but I don't know. So we're gonna have to just drop the whole thing down. We broke our pooler, so trying to get that off. So we're just gonna cut that out first. That'll drop down, and then it fits up in through the whole assembly. So not too much of an issue. For this whole thing, the welder's not quite here yet this morning. I'm probably not going to get in this way. I'm just going to let him do his thing. So I'll just set up and time-lapse this whole thing for you guys. And then we'll check in when we're done. And honestly, like, we can start putting the front end back on this thing. It's kind of exciting. The welders are all packed up and headed out, and here is our newly installed cross members here on this frame. Everything came out as good as you could ever hope. Numbers, measurements, everything like that are pretty much dead on for what you'll want. So obviously welded this guy in, cut it out from both sides, fed it the whole way through, and then welded in that lower cross member right there. So this thing is now pretty much ready to go back together. What we do want to do is get the front section of this frame cleaned up. The fenders are not in yet, but we could start installing the radiator support and all that stuff, so the engine and all that, like you could actually drive it then. Just won't have the fenders yet. The fenders we probably wouldn't put on anyways because it's easier to redo the rockers with the fenders off. So that's kind of where we're at right here. But yeah, really happy with how this came out. Everything worked really well, and the job actually was done, I don't know, about half a day quicker than what they thought it was going to take, about somewhere between like 6 and 8 hours, and it was like 4. So not a big deal at all. So here in our professional undercoating kit, we are pretty much experts at this type of stuff. So, this will be a professional job. But I'm just going to give it a light wire wheeling here with these guys. And then we'll do a little bit, clean it off, spray it down with some rust reformer. And then we got, which I've never used this before, but we got undercoating in a can. And I think it's like a wax kind of, which is the factory GM stuff. So, but they dip the whole thing. I don't think they use the aerosol cans, but wax is what they put on from the factory. So we'll see how it comes out. I don't know if it'll be any good or not, but it's got to be better than just a bare frame. So I started wire wheeling, and then I realized how much wax was still really under all of this kind of rust and dirt and everything. And I don't think there's any way without really getting down to the metal for the rust reformer stuff to stick on there. So I think we're just going to go with putting the wax directly on. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. So Lance is here. He decided to finally contribute to the video here. After 3 or 4 days of work, and it was like a couple hours.
And you didn't do any of it.
No, I just filmed.
You cleaned
this here.
No, oh yeah. You cleaned that, but I'm saying you cleaned that piece, right?
Oh yeah, I did. I pressure washed that piece off for the welders.
Yeah.
And I held it up the one time. I held it up on this side.
Yeah.
So
almost as if you installed it.
Yeah, I basically welded this in myself. Psh. All right, you want to spray a little bit of that?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go in the most easy place, because why do the hard part first?
Exactly.
Okay. Here it goes.
I think you can spray it everywhere. I don't even think you really have to direct I think just whatever happens, happens.
On the engine?
Yep. Oh, yeah. This was definitely the best choice. What you want to do is you want to encapsulate the grease, because water can't get in there then.
That's actually true, I think. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but I actually think that's true.
No, I think water and oil don't mix, so. Looks good. I'm curious how it dries, if it dries brown, because I know some of that stuff does, but.
Based on first glance, yes. I think it'll dry brown.
This is going to be a show truck. This is going to be like a daily driver type truck. It's going to be a work truck. I want to get the dirt off here. I don't want to get that in the paint, so we're just going to... Yep. Professionally cleaned. With our newly coated frame here, it's time to start throwing some of the suspension stuff back on. We did get a delivery, and that is new rocker panels, all here. We'll have those installed at some point. We do want to put in good stuff here. Unfortunately, all the ball joints, these ones aren't too bad, but they still all have this one's bad, that one's bad. These ones are, I don't know, they're a little sloppy, but they're not terrible. Those ones we probably could put back in, but it's better to just put brand new ball joints. So we're gonna have to get new ball joints.
How's your
tie rods? This is a new tie rod. This tie rod feels good, actually.
Okay. This tie rod.
Inner shot.
Solid, but the boot is ripped.
Yeah. No, this inner shot. The outer is good.
What is the actual size of one of these?
Whatever that tightens down to, where it holds.
I'll measure it later. Oh,
something's happening.
Oh, not good.
Tear the boot?
No, that's all right. But we're gonna take it off. I just completely broke off the grease fitting.
I thought I saw something fall there. You need to have a little bit more attention to detail, buddy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I know.
That's why they don't consider us to be like professionals or, shade tree at best. I would actually take shade tree at this point as a compliment.
I don't think I would.
No?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what called, and I really don't want to be.
Oh no, yeah. If that's what that is, then I think we can just go ahead and skip it.
Like, hey guys, you see this? Hey, it's broken off. But if it was on a Toyota Saka, it wouldn't have been.
No.
I just started a feud.
I know. Guys, Lance may have run over a turtle today in this driveway, and we're trying to hide it from other family members and things. So just keep it on the DL, guys.
It wasn't me. It was the lawnmower people.
It was the lawnmower guys. But they just happen to be driving the Hummer H2, which isn't there.
A specific print on the shell.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be a specific print on the shell, but don't verify.
Saw that coming. I kind of knew it was going to happen.
That's where this one's going next to.
It just needs to go to the ground. Yeah, I guess this tailgate's not solid enough for you to hit on. There she went.
There it is.
Show truck. So we decided to off-camera run and grab a real Pitman arm puller. This is a heavy-duty one. We just rented it from AutoZone. So hopefully this one does the job.
Oh,
you gotta go the other way, yeah.
Just play the video in reverse.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Huh.
It's off.
Yep. Probably loosened it up.
Yeah, probably that PB blaster.
Yep. We got everything painted. We might even have a delivery here of some new ball joints and stuff coming up because we really couldn't come up with enough good ones or ones that were worth, none of them were new. They were all pretty old. So it was better just to replace it all with brand new. And I think tie rods too are coming possibly here. We'll have to see. But we wanted to get the steering box in and all the stuff that we can do right now so that when that FedEx delivery comes down the driveway right there at some point, we can install the other stuff. Just as I said, the UPS guy was right on. High quality Detroit axle. Some say Moog, some say Kryptonite. I say the $79 whole entire front end kit from eBay.
56.
56. The $56. Whew, that's cheap. Okay, we shouldn't use this.
Oh, those are just the control arms, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh no, there's. All right, here we go.
What are those? Tie rods? Or Pitman? Okay, idler.
Ball joint,
Okay.
lower. Oh, comes with a new grease fitting line. It's kind of cool. Idler. There we go. Pitman and idler arms. Ball joint. We got one more ball joint here, and then upper control arms.
Cool.
Oh, wow, these look cheap. Okay. No, they'll be fine. Everything's okay. You're gonna ride? You're gonna drive this afterwards?
The uppers don't do that much.
Yeah.
Or something.
It's just a different design than what I'm used to.
It's better.
Yeah, they improved it. They made it lighter.
Direct you there a little bit. It's cross-threaded. There you go. Go ahead and try.
We did fast forward a tick here, got this whole side in, ready to go, done, other than tie rod, because we still don't have our center link. We did get the power steering pump and everything mounted up in there. I think it's good to go.
Outside bolts need tightened.
Okay,
They're just
still need to tighten them. And then idler on this side is going in right now. So we are making some progress. But this stuff does take way more time than it feels like it should. Everything with the welding work, all of our stuff so far has lined up perfectly. This piece, like this bracket was, not the actual frame, but this bracket was bumped a little bit, so we may have to just use the porta power when we go to put the bumper on to get those holes lined up, because I think it still is pushed over just a tick, but it's just a bracket, not the actual frame itself. All of our control arms, everything else is lined up perfect. And now, is with a lot of excitement that I mentioned, it's time to put some wheels back on this truck. We got everything, just a couple of the suspension stuff just loosely put on right now that we're gonna have to change for alignment and everything, but at least we can tow this truck now down to the house so we can actually work at the garage rather than up in the dirt. Oh, sway bar, we still gotta do that.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't high enough, man. Here we go. It's like a running driving truck. It's like a
Rolling.
truck you can pull. The camper on this side. She got some tilt out this way.
Yeah.
It's opposite of what the kids are doing these days. They're going the other direction. It's gonna wear some tire out there.
Kids will like it, though.
Yeah.
No, it's a new thing.
So after all the welding, all the suspension parts, install, all that stuff, we are ready to tow this thing down to the house. We can actually kind of complete it. That won't be today, but we can actually get this thing back running, which should be the next video. The LBZ has successfully made it back down to the house where it sat for, well, way too long prior to this, but it is now back down to the house. And next video, I think our plan is we will have this back running, not completed, but running. We will replace the bed back here with our new one, and fenders are on the way. We can't really do the fenders, or it makes no sense to do the fenders until after the rockers are done. So probably bed and back actually like to a running driving pickup next video. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on our LBZ project and if there's any upgrades or anything we should do. I mean, we already went high end with the Detroit axle front end parts. And I mean, we could have gone kryptonite, but it was like a 4,000% price increase to do that. So that's why we just went with the $53, $56, $62 Detroit axle front end kit. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.